Are you looking for a new place to take your significant other for a special dinner?
Are you entertaining guests from out of town and want to show them the best your city has to offer?
Or are you just looking for a new place to take the family for a meal?
Well, look no further than theinfatuation.com.
The Infatuation will help you pick the best location for any occasion.
Read reviews for the best restaurants in your area and make an informed decision on where you'd like to eat.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Stapled Together podcast for the comic book released week of May 22nd, 2019. I am Sudon.
I'm Peachy.
And I'm Ooze.
And we jump right into the news segment here.
Yeah, nothing too huge in the news this week. I'll just start it off. DC Universe released a trailer, as far as I understand. I've yet to check that out, but they also released a still of Swamp Thing. Looks freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It just does.
I'm like 100% comic accurate.
And super realistic as well.
Yeah. It makes me wonder what they're using. I was mentioning earlier, like are they using full CG? Are they going to use practical effects, or a mixture of both? I'm curious.
If we've learned anything from the Star Wars franchise, a good mix of practical effects and CG is definitely the way to go.
Well, agreed. They're going to more practical effects with a lot of films like Terminator and the new Jurassic Park coming out. The new Jurassic World finale is going to be. We're like.
Yeah, sometimes
they're like, nah, we're gonna do practical.
Yeah, sometimes there's just there's no substitute. And I mean, not to say that CG hasn't gotten fantastic.
Yeah.
But there's just no substitute for the real thing. Just like we say with the comic books, whatever. But
and both technologies have gotten vastly better.
For sure.
And that's what's great. I'm like, that's cool. Do better stuff so that they can do these things that have only been on the screen now on stage shows.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's just making the world better.
But yeah, I guess that's all I have.
Okay.
Right on, man.
Well, big news of the week. The biggest of the news. Edward Cullen, Cedric Diggory, now Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
No. That's the general consensus. Yeah, Robert Pattinson was cast as the Batman in the new Batman franchise.
Has this been officially confirmed? Because I keep hearing conflicting reports.
I saw one article that said that Warner Brothers has not confirmed it, but that was one article out of the 1,000 others. Out of 1,000 others that are saying Robert Pattinson is Batman. Robert Pattinson is Batman. I don't know. Let me see what I can pull up here. Freaking.
Are you for it?
Absolutely not. He's not Batman. And also, I don't think they need to make more Batman movies. Personally. Like, I want to see Jason Todd. I want to see Dick Grayson. I want to see the Robins. I don't want to see another Batman movie that's him becoming Batman.
Was this like a year one type thing for him?
I know it's supposed to be a younger Bruce Wayne, and things have gone so far with whether or not it's official. Things have gone so far as to where there's fans petitioning to remove him from the role, from the lead role, and things like that. It's just
it's just silly. It is. Yeah, I get it. You're angry. And
as of 2 hours ago, Robert Pattinson says he absolutely can't talk about Batman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting is definitely. I don't know if I so much cared of him being Batman. I'm just tired of them casting British people in
American roles.
Not saying they're not talented actors. I love Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But,
that's
I'm kind of like, he doesn't have the face.
He
for
doesn't
Bruce
look
Wayne.
like Batman. He's not going to talk like Batman. Like, I don't get it.
There's a large group already petitioning to have Kristen Stewart to play
Barbara?
Catwoman.
Oh, God.
Meow. I could totally see that, totally dead face. Yeah.
Now, the one way that this would be hugely accepted, the one thing that we've seen fans clamoring for lately is if he were to play the role as Terry McGinnis,
Right.
and have Michael Keaton reprise his role as Bruce Wayne.
I've seen fan art of that on the Instagram.
Right. Yeah, Batman Beyond, it's been a murmur among fans. There's been memes and all kinds of fan interpretations for this kind of, what do you call it? Fanfics and stuff and whatever, just people.
See, now you point that out. I'm not totally. He does have a Terry McGinnis type shape to him,
right?
But he's just a Batman clone. So, spoilers. But it's true though. It's just like, but I could see him do that. That would be a surprise. Would that be a Batman you'd accept? A new Batman movie? Because
I don't know enough about Terry McGinnis to say yes or no.
So I think the reasons it would be widely accepted is not only because of that deep, want from the fandom and whatever, but it's a different take on the character. Granted, we're bringing back Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, but this is a fresh new.
I'd be okay with that.
Right, absolutely. That'd be.
I'm sure he would also be okay with that.
Right.
Like,
I think for a while he hated the role, and then he came to accept and love it. And just be glad that he had that, and glad to have that fandom. But I think it would also be widely accepted because of that, because it's a fresh new take. It's not the same old Batman story or Batman origin or Batman fighting the same villains or whatever. It's one. We've gotten one iteration. Two. From the comics and the cartoon, and making that jump to the screen might be wildly huge for Batman.
They are looking for out of the blue storylines,
right?
Although the other thing is they did say that purportedly 6 villains in the movie.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man.
I mean, they do have incarnations of these villains in the future world, but I'm curious how they play on it, because then we'd still get our Batman. Because Michael Keaton can dress up as the older Batman, I can't do this anymore, like at the beginning of how Batman Beyond begins. Batman's like, I can't do this anymore. He gives up.
Right.
And, oh man, you gotta watch that show.
I need to watch a lot of shows.
That show is, I recommend it, DC Universe. But that looks like an exciting prospect now if he does that. He got me on board for that one.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But no, I will remember when they announced Ben Affleck, though. I was like, no to Batfleck, fuck that guy. And then I was like, wait, I saw him in the suit, and then I was like, wait a minute. Not the surprise face. Not the surprise face. What'd I do? Why'd you say that name? But no, I actually, after a while, I kind of, grew on me, so maybe I could change. There's a lot of people worried about the body shaming part, because he's got that, I forget what it's called, where he's self-conscious, I forget it.
Body dysmorphia?
He's something like that, and he had a lot of issues because they shamed him after Twilight.
Understood. But yeah, because they had to spray paint abs on him.
Yeah, and so they shamed him for that.
Thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a scene where he's shirtless in the sun and he's all glittery and whatever, and it's very obvious that it's airbrush abs, so people went insane. Yeah, that was the last movie I watched, so.
Apparently that really hit him hard, he took that personally, which I can understand that he is a human. But then there's also the people saying, he's been working out a lot, So, and like, if this in fact is something that's happening, like, he seems to be really working hard. Although, I'd be more on board, and I'm gonna probably get hit for this. I'm definitely probably gonna get hit for this. I'd be more on board for him playing
Nightwing. You're gonna
Jason
say
Todd.
No, I know, absolutely not.
I don't think he can hold a crowbar to Nightwing. I'm sorry, that was me. But no, I don't think so. I don't think he could actually play those two. Maybe a grown-up Damien.
No.
But yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
we got there.
That was my news.
So yeah, we got Darkwing Duck coming back. Remember
Yes.
good old Darkwing Duck?
I don't.
No, you don't remember it.
No.
They had the Disney afternoon fun hour type thing, or fun several hours.
I do know someone who is a huge fan of Darkwing Duck and has all of their pops, who's also a fan of the X-Men.
Ooh.
My coworker.
Oh, nice. Darkwing Duck making a comeback, that's pretty cool. I didn't see when, but it's cool to see that the success of DuckTales, the rebirth of DuckTales, is leading to these others, and they handled it well. I just hope they handle it as equally well, because Darkwing Duck was fun. It was...
I think they're going along the same lines. If I'm not mistaken, the original started as an episode of DuckTales.
It was.
And spun off from there. And from what I'm seeing here, it'll premiere on DuckTales under an episode titled The Duck Knight Returns.
Nice.
Yeah, speaking of...
That's funny. That was a good segue. Right?
Yeah, great segue. Yeah.
We should have been like... We should be like, The Duck Knight Returns.
That'll be the episode title. Get on it.
Right, for sure.
But yeah, that's exciting. I like Darkwing Duck, because that means we're gonna get Robo, or what is his name?
Gizmo Duck.
Gizmo Duck will be back, and it's that. I wonder who's gonna play it, because we already got Brian or David Tennant
As Scrooge.
Scrooge McDuck.
And does a great job.
Yeah, he does.
Although you could definitely pick out the Tennant.
The Tennant. He sounds like David Tennant.
It's like, it's the Dr. Duck!
Dr. Duck, yes.
Dr. Duck.
Scrooge McDoctor Duck.
Yeah, I
He's
need to watch that series. I think I watched maybe 3 of the episodes, and I know for a fact I watched the first episode. But
yeah, I watched the first episode with you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you watched more after, but I'm not 100%.
I watched at least 9 of the episodes, so maybe the majority of the first season, and I loved it. I'm like, this was great. It was very kiddie, but it still had a lot of the whole references. I will say Donald is a lot more involved than he was in the previous series,
Right.
which is kind of nice to see. I always kind of wondered about that. Like, he's their uncle?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And there's actually an overarching storyline too that I don't remember them doing in the original. Like, each episode was a standalone.
Oh, yeah,
but they have
there's
an overarching story in this now.
the bad guys that are out to... what's his name? Yeah,
There's a stranger out to find you.
the other Scottish duck guy that...
Oh, McGregor
McGregor.
Duck, or McGruber, or one of those. It's something like it's Mick something.
Right.
McDuck. That one. Then they got the Beagle brothers and Mob Beagley or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had the whole mystery about the mother.
There's a mystery about the mother.
Yeah, and it was like, that's super cool. It's no spoilers, but I haven't even. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Flintheart Glomgold.
Glomgold.
Okay. Only a little off.
It's Mick
Right.
Lamgold. Mick Lam. You just, it's not spelled. It's
Flintheart Glomgold.
Glom gold.
No, you have to put the Mick in there. It's just not written. It's
Flintheart
pronounced.
Glomgold.
It's pronounced, but not written. Oh man, but that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing it. They've done a good job. Disney handles things well. Star Wars haters.
Swimming in money.
They
Like
are
Susan
doing
Duck.
They are doing the Scrooge McDuck. That was their goals this entire time.
You get $1 billion. You get $1 billion. They're